Who is Saint Francis of Assisi? He is a saint for today. Saint Francis initially sought meaning in the wealth of his family. He sought it as a soldier, but he was struck by the Lord, and he saw that real meaning in life is to live the gospel and to live it fully. Before the cross of San Damiano, he heard the Lord's voice say, "Francis, rebuild my church." He initially thought it just meant rebuild this ruined church. But then he discovered that it meant rebuilding the faith of people to show them that the gospel could be lived fully. And he demonstrated that by caring for lepers, by living the words of the gospel, acting them out so that people could see the gospel present in their lives. And as Francis lived his life, others joined him because they could see that the joy that Francis was involved in. They too caught the joy of the gospel. Now Francis started to realize that the whole world was somehow proclaiming the gospel story. He saw in the animals around us, all of creation, he saw that the Lord had written the first gospel, that all of creation cries out in praise of the Lord. And so he wrote his beautiful poetry, what do we call the Canticle of the Creatures, as Pope Francis's encyclical on the environment, Laudato Si, praise to you, Lord. So Francis's life was very much about living the love of the gospel. St. Francis began his life by giving away everything for the sake of the gospel. And he's ended his life by telling his followers and friends, don't follow me, follow the Christ you know, the Christ you see in the gospel, the Christ you hear in your prayers. Go and live the gospel in the way God wants you to live it. That is the message of Francis today, that every day, every year, the gospel can be lived anew.